Today.
So, good evening, everyone. As we gather this evening, have you ever wondered what the future holds? Not just here on Earth, but out there in the limitless expanse of space. And what if I told you that one day humans could call other planets home, travel to the distant worlds, and uncover the mysteries beyond our wildest imagination? Let's embark on this thrilling journey together and dive into the future of space exploration. Now, let me introduce our esteemed speaker for tonight, Mr. Divin Raj. Divin is an aeronautical engineering graduate with a deep passion for space education. And over the past 2 years, he has been working with Navas EduTech, inspiring young minds and sharing his expertise in the field of space science. He also has a strong foundation in UAV technologies and a keen interest in rocket propulsion systems. Additionally, Divin serves as a space lab educator at Delhi Public School, Miapur, where he ignites curiosity and innovation among students. With his unwavering dedication to shaping the next generation of space explorers, Divin is here to guide us through the future of space exploration. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome. And over to you, Divin.
Hello everyone, how are you all? Hello everyone. Yeah, hello. Please put your replies in the chat box so that we can have a good interaction during this complete session. So thank you so much, Aditi, for the warm welcome. So on behalf of whole Navar's team, I welcome everyone to this live stream. So I hope everyone is doing good, everyone is doing great, everyone have been eagerly waiting for this moment. So without wasting any time, shall we start it? Shall we start the session? Are you guys ready? Give me a thumbs up in the comments so that I'll start the session soon. Yes. Give me a thumbs up, guys. We'll start soon. Yeah. All right. So I'll share my screen and let's start the session without wasting any time. Got it, guys? Okay, I'll share my screen now. So from the posters or from the advertisements, you guys would have heard or you guys would have came across the topic for today's discussion, right? We are going to talk about what's next in space exploration. Okay, we're going to see what is going to happen next here, how human beings are going to explore space. Okay, so this is kind of like a time, we're going to time travel today, by the way. Okay, we are not going to talk about like 2025, we are not going to talk about the history, we're not going to talk about maybe 2000s. We're going to travel 5 years, 10 years down the line, and we're going to see how human beings are going to explore the space. What are the technologies they are developing right now? that can take us to the stars or to the different planets. Okay, so before beginning the session, on behalf of the whole Nawaz family, I welcome everyone. I'll ask you a question right now. Don't think that sir is right away asking the questions. Huh? Don't think it's a very simple questions. I just want your answers in the chat box. Okay, you can either say yes or a no. Got it? So please be ready on the chat box. We're gonna start now. So the question is like this. Are you guys curious about the next steps in space exploration? How many of you are curious about the activities that are going to happen next in space exploration? Yes, Jian, Advika, Ryan's, me. Okay. So everyone is excited about what is going to happen next. Superb. That's the spirit. That's the spirit of my students. All right. So first things first. First, we'll sort this question out. Because whenever a rocket launch is happening, or whenever a space agency sends a satellite to space, you will hear this question again and again. People will often ask this question, guys. Hey, why these people are sending this much amount of money, just to build a rocket? Why these people are spending this much amount of money to build a small satellite? What's the need for it? Why can't they use the same money over here on the Earth? Why can't they solve the problems here on the Earth? Why are they building some random stuffs and they're just burning it in space? Have you ever had a question like that? Have you ever seen people asking questions like that? Yes. If your answer is a yes, please put it in the chat box so we can have a good interaction. Yes, so Devang is saying that he have heard it. Okay, so if your answer is a no, there are people who actually believes that space exploration is of no use. It's just a waste of money. You're just blowing away crores and crores of rupees. But if the next time, if someone is coming to you and saying that space exploration is of no use, you have to ask them, hey, okay, fine. You're telling me that space exploration is of no use. What about your mobile phone? What about your smartphone? Is it having any connection with the space exploration? Is it having any connection with maybe satellites? Okay, if I don't know, say for example, I want to go to a different place from here. Yes. Smart answer. Okay, I want to go to a different place, but I don't know the route. I don't know the ways through which I can go, I can navigate. What I use? I use Google Maps. To use Google Maps, who is actually helping you? Who is helping you? It's the GPS. Correct, Devang. It's the GPS. GPS is the one who helps you out. The GPS satellites are actually helping you to find your locations. So imagine if human beings never ever thought of sending satellites to space, will we be able to use these phones? Will we be able to use Google Maps? No. So whenever next time if someone is telling you it is waste of money, just ask this simple one. And ask them, what about the space technologies that have been developed? Guys, we won't realize there are a lot of technology that came as a result of space exploration. There are a lot of inventions that came as a result of space exploration. Say, for example, you guys would have heard of the scratch-resistant glasses, right? It's a trend now. All these companies are advertising like we have the scratch-resistant glasses. Earlier, years ago, it had been introduced for you have the helmet of the astronaut, right? There you have the visor. So it had been introduced for that visors. Later, people started using it here on the Earth.
Right.
Similarly, say for example, you have this thing, right? Solar panels. Yes. Please, Mihan, please mute yourself. Okay, good. Okay. Similarly, we have the solar panel, right? The solar panels was an idea back then. Okay, scientists have had the idea, but the wide use of solar panel happened when we started sending these satellites. Okay, because you guys know in satellites, what are these? What are these? Please put your answers in the chat box or in the comments, YouTube comments. What are these? What are these things?
Solar panels.
Solar panels, exactly. So these are solar panels. Now, solar panel, can you imagine a satellite without any solar panel?
No, sir.
No, solar panels are very much required, right? So that is also a technology that came as a result of humans exploring space. Okay, so solar panels, so space technology is also one reason. Similarly, we also have to search for a new home because Earth is not the same as how it used to be years ago. People are polluting it. A lot of population is coming. Population is on the rise. We are depleting the resources. We're not having any resources. So we need to look for an alternative option. That's the reason why if you see private companies, there are plans of going colonizing moon, colonizing Mars, other moons of other planets, because we need some alternatives. If some disaster is happening here on the earth, we don't want the humanity to be completely wiped away. We need traces of life somewhere or the other parts of the solar system. Okay, so these are the reasons. These are few of the reasons, not like it's not the complete reasons. These are few of the most important reasons why space exploration is needed. Okay, so next time if someone is asking you, space exploration is a waste of money. If someone is telling like that, you have to explain these things to them. Got it? Now, if you guys see, we're just traveling back to history for 1 minute. Okay, then we are going to travel. We are going to travel back to the future. So it's kind of like a two-way travel. We are going back in time and forward in time. Okay, so first let's go back in time. Let's see few of the very important things that happened, or some of the very famous missions that happened. Okay, so if you guys see exploring space, what are the things or what are the missions that comes to your mind when it comes to space exploration? Yes, what are the icons of space exploration? What are the missions that comes to your mind? Yes, you can put your answers again in the chat box. Sputnik 1, nice. Space shuttle, very good. Very good answers. Yes, Sputnik 1, Chandrayaan 3, yes, yes, yes. So if you guys see, we had the Sputnik 1, and why is Sputnik 1 so famous? Yes, how is Sputnik 1 so famous? What's the specialty of Sputnik 1? Is it having any specialty? It's the first ever human-made satellite, right? So it's the first ever artificial satellite out there in space. So Sputnik 1 is an answer. Yes. Afterwards, space shuttle. Exactly, space shuttle is an icon. First satellite. Yes. Apollo 11. Yes, Apollo 11 is also a good answer because Apollo 11 is the first mission that carried humans to the moon. Correct. So I'll share my screen. Let's explore some missions in detail. Okay. So I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Got it. So now if you guys see Sputnik 1, here it is. Apollo 11, here it is. So the first man on moon, the first human-made object in an orbit. And the Voyager 1. The Voyager 1 is so crazy, right, guys? Because for the last 46, 47 years, that spacecraft is traveling through the vastness of space, through the darkness of space, without any companions, without any friends. The Voyager 1 alone, he is traveling. Correct. You can add a lot of events here. You can add the Chandrayaan 3, the Chandrayaan 1. You can come up with the other missions. Okay. So these are just 3 missions which I took for you guys. Now, we are not interested in the past. We are going to talk about the future. We are going to talk about the future of space exploration here. Okay. Again, a question to my students here, my friends here. Okay. So children, you can answer these questions. How come we can explore space? What are the ways in which I can explore space? Huh? What are the ways through which I can explore space? What are the techniques or what are the technologies using which I can explore space? Yes. Yeah, answers are coming. Answers are coming in the chat box. Spacecraft, rocket. Yes, correct. Only spacecraft and rocket. Anything else? Yes. Satellites. Okay, satellites. Spacecrafts, telescopes, very good answer, very good answer. Telescopes, yes. By telescopes, you can also use telescopes, correct? Okay, so let's see the options. Just like you said, visual observation is number 1, right? You can use some telescopes to look into like faraway objects. That will give you an idea about the space, the mysteries, and everything. Similarly, I can also send some robots to space, right? I can send some, say for example, I'll get one thing for you here. What is this, guys? What does this look like? What is this? Yes, it's a rover. Exactly, it's a rover. So I can send some rovers to space. Correct. I can send some rovers. I can send some machines to space. What about this one? What about this one? What is this? It's a lander. It's a lander, right? So I can send machines like this. Either it can be lander, it can be rover, it can be some spacecraft. So there are a lot of options. Correct. So first things first, you can use your eyes or you can use the visual observation method. Okay. Then you can send some robots. But see, if you want to experience that place in particular, you want to experience that place, you want to know, you're interested in knowing how that place affect humans. What are the changes that happens to your human body in that particular place? So I can't get that data by sending a rover or a lander, right? I have to go there. We have to send humans. So the third option comes in the human flight, human space flight. As of now, we only have one mission that took humans to moon, right? Collectively, they have a name. What's the name of that mission? The mission that took humans from here to the moon? Yes, by NASA. What's the mission called? What's the moon mission called? Apollo 11, right? The Apollo missions. Correct, the Apollo missions. So Apollo missions, just like that, you can also send humans. You can send some machines. You can use some telescopes to explore the space. But now, if you want to send all these things, okay, you have the lander, you have the rover, you have the humans, fine. Everyone is here on the earth. But we are not going to do these experiments here on the earth, right? We have to go to space. Now, to go to space, there should be someone powerful enough to take you from here to there, right? Correct. There should be someone who is very much powerful. Yes, the answers are coming. Who is having that much amount of power to take you from here to space. Do you know anyone? Do you know anyone who can do this? Who have the power like He-Man? Space shuttle? Yes, rockets. Rockets, rockets, rockets. Yes, I agree with your answers. It is rockets. Because you can't send these things in an airplane, right? The airplane will be flying at a very low altitude. Your space will be about 100 kilometers from the surface of the earth. You have to climb to that much altitude. Whatever you try to do, your gravity will try to pull you down. Correct. So you have to escape the gravity. You have to overcome the gravity. So you need someone who is powerful enough. And we are grateful for this particular invention. They are called rockets. Now, I'm going to show you the rockets of the future. Okay. I'm going to show you some of the rockets of the future. So these rockets are very innovative, very creative, and it doesn't look like the rockets that you see right now. Okay, because rockets right now, do you know the features of the rockets right now? Can you name some rockets of like 2024 or 2025? Can you name some very famous rockets? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Space Shuttle Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3, is it a rocket? Is Chandrayaan 3 a rocket? Can you name some rocket? There are some rockets on my back. Here you have one. There is a space shuttle. Here also you can see one. There is also one. Yes. What are these rockets? Can you name some rockets? Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Yes. The PSLV. Correct. PSLV. Yes. So let's meet some rockets of the future. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna show you some next level videos. We're gonna see how the rockets are going to look in the future. Excited? Are you guys excited? Yes, GSLV Arihan. Yes, correct. Yes. So let's meet the rockets of the future. Here it comes. In 3, 2, 1, I'm going to show you the most advanced one as of now. And it is the Starship. The Starship, the giant Starship made by SpaceX. So if you guys see, this rocket It is even taller than the Statue of Liberty. It is about 123 meters in height, guys. Imagine a rocket that is about 123 meters in height. This one, it is designed to carry cargo. It is designed to carry humans to some orbits, to moon, to Mars, and beyond. Right now, the test flights are actually happening. They're testing it. They made it. They're testing it. They are like going into space. These test flights are happening, and they're getting the data. So then every day they are improving it, so that by the end of this year or the next year, the ship, the Starship, will be completely done. And human beings can dream of going to the other planets. The cool thing here is that it have two stages, stage 1 and stage 2. This is called the Super Heavy Booster. Okay, this is called the Starship. This is the ship. Okay, nice name, right? Ship. Right? So this is ship and this is a Super Heavy Booster. And the cool thing here is that I'll always get goosebumps. The cool thing here is that both of them are reusable. Both these stages are reusable. You don't have to make it again and again and again. You don't have to throw it away into the ocean. This rocket can be used again and again and again. So the cost of making is very less. You don't have to spend too much amount of money. You don't have to wait for a lot of time between the two successful launches. If you're launching a rocket right now, if you're launching a Starship right now, after 5 or 6 hours, maybe even lesser than that, you can launch the next one. Just like how you people are using the airplanes, or just like how you people are using the bus service, rocket service is also going to change in the future. Do you think? Okay, I'll give you two scenarios. Case number one, after every success or after every launch, you are spending about 6 months to make the new rocket. Then again for the new rocket, you need 6 months. Is it a good concept for people like us who are dreaming to go to other planets? Is it good for us? That delay in making, is it good for us? Will it take us to the planets? No, correct. You're correct. It's not good. So Elon Musk and their company, they don't want this to happen because they want to take humans to the Mars. So they don't want any delays. In one day, they need 2-3 launches. Sounds sci-fi, right? Imagine multiple launches are happening in the same day. And we are heading towards that, guys. In the next 2-3 years, this is going to be a reality. By the time you guys reaches grade 9 and 10, wastage of time and money. Yes. It's not wastage of, yeah, that's a wastage of time and money. But this one can actually solve that issue. Now, I told you, right? This is a massive rocket. This is even taller than the Statue of Liberty. Do you want to see how a human will look like if you put a human near a starship? Do you want to see how the human will feel like if you're putting a human near a starship? Do you want to see the size comparison? Yes. So let's go and see. I'm going to show you one video. So this is the size comparison of a human compared to starship. Okay. So I'm going to play the video. So you can see some people here. Okay. Now I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to show you how human beings are going to look here. Okay. Ready, everyone? So in 3, 2, 1, boom. See the size of starship. See the size. It is a giant one. Right? See? Humans are here. If you're zooming out, human beings are nothing compared to that particular rocket, right? I can't even find human being from here. See? Where is a human being? Where is a human being? To be somewhere here. And your rocket is this taller. Is it crazy? Do you think this is a normal thing? Huh? Is it a normal thing? No. It is crazy engineering. And this is not the only cool thing about it. Now I'm gonna show you even more cool thing about Starship. Okay. So right now you guys just saw the size of the Starship. Now I'm gonna show you what makes Starship so much special. Okay. Compared to the other rockets, I told you it is completely reusable. I'm gonna show you one thing here. And it'll come in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Yes. Okay, so just imagine, guys, you build this much powerful rocket. Now, to send this much powerful rocket, you need that much powerful engines. Correct. So SpaceX developed one of the most advanced and one of the most powerful engines called the Raptor engines. They have 33 of them in the first stage. 33 of them. You can see here the amount of fire that is coming out, the amount of power that it will be creating. It's going to be huge. See here, see this image? This will tell you the power of that rocket. It's huge. It's huge. Yes, it's huge. You can't even compare this with any other rocket. Now, are you guys ready to see something really crazy? It feels like it is directly out of a sci-fi movie. Okay, so imagine whenever you're building a rocket, what happens? After the rocket is being sent to space, after you send the rocket to space, okay, the rocket is going to space, all these things, all these stages will be thrown to the ocean, right? It will get separated, it will fall to the ocean. If you guys see these stages, if you guys see this stage, all these stages will be ejected, will be thrown out to the space. Correct. Now, think about a rocket that is going up, okay, from a launch pad, and it is coming down exactly at the same point. Exactly at the same point. Because right now, SpaceX, they will land their boosters in the oceans. Again, they have to spend some money to transport it back to the launch pad. The idea, yes, it is beyond imagination. Correct. They have to spend some money. Imagine you have your school buses, right? And your school buses will drop you in your homes every day. Now think about it. Your school bus started to drop you 3 kilometers from your home. Again, you have to spend some money to travel that 3 kilometer. Correct? In rocketry also, it's the same thing. You're launching something and you're landing it back at some place. You have to spend money to transport your rocket back. SpaceX wants to cut that money. They don't want to spend that money. They're like cutting money in every way. So they started catching a rocket with arms. With robotic arms, they're going to catch this rocket. Can you guys believe this? Just by using 2 robotic arms, they are going to catch it. The cool thing here is that they have done it 2 times. It's not just words, they have done it. They have done it. And we are going to watch that video. It's not just about the words, they have done it. They catch this much huge rocket using 2 robotic arms. So let's watch that video. You can see here, the Starship is basically re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. It is coming back to the Earth's atmosphere. Okay, and you can see the engines are burning. See the power that is coming out. Okay, now see here, it is going to get caught here. Okay, your rocket is going to get caught here by these arms. Ready for the catch? Booster catch? All right, so let's see here. Let's see here. This is a real footage, real thing. Imagine the brilliant minds. See, slowly they caught the rocket using 2 arms. I'm getting goosebumps right now, to be honest. Because this is next level imagination. This is next level engineering. Next level dedication. Next level brilliant. I don't have any other words to describe this word. Okay, they successfully caught a rocket that was coming down. Imagine something that is coming from the space at like about more than 20,000 kilometers per hour. And this much heavy thing, falling at 20,000 kilometers per hour, you're catching it with 2 robotic arms. Can you guys describe this incident using one word? A few years ago, Arhan was dreaming about it. Yes. Now it became a reality, correct? So this is the rocket that we are all looking forward to. This is called the SpaceX Starship. Okay, so we can all wait for it. Let's wait for it. So if Starship is gonna become a if all the launch is going well and if Starship is becoming in good, like if it is a reliable one, we are gonna change. The entire thing is going to change. The way we are exploring the space is going to change. Now I'll show you one more rocket to wind up this rocket part. Then we'll go to the other parts, spacecrafts and all these things. So here again, this is a rocket called Neutron. The cool thing with Neutron is that Neutron is like a carrier. So it's made by a company called Rocket Lab. They're building it. So you can see here, this is the first stage and this is the second stage. Okay, so you have two stages. First stage is completely reusable, and only the second stage will be it is not reusable, so it is partially reusable. It will also land back. The thing is that it is like this. Okay, so imagine I need to send something to space. Okay, I'll get something. Imagine I need to send this satellite. Can you guys see my satellite here? I got a beautiful satellite in my hand. Okay, so I want to send this satellite. So the neutron rocket is like this. It will hold the satellite in the fairing like this. It will go to space. With the second stage, the satellite will be ejected to the space, so it will be going to the orbit, and it will close the fairing. Okay, it will close the cone, nose part, this will be closed, because usually the rockets will throw away that part also. The fairing also will be thrown out to the ocean. Neutron, it is going to open like this. It is going to close like this. It will land back. Okay, once it is landing back, what do you have to do? You have to again put the second stage. Whatever you want to send it to space, you just have to put it, close it, fuel it, send it to space. Again, it will be coming back. Add your payload, add your second stage, fuel it, send it to space. This is the level of engineering that is happening right now. This is the future of rockets. So how was your experience with the future of rockets? Is it crazy? Is it great? What do you guys think? Yes. What do you guys think? It's crazy, correct? It's crazy. I don't have any other words. Rockets are going to change. Private companies are developing powerful, innovative rockets. It is not just about dumping your rockets to the ocean. It is about saving each and every part of it. See, companies like SpaceX, they're launching and landing at the same place. Our technologies have evolved to that much extent. So right now, I can even dream of colonizing other planets. I can dream of going to other planets and living there, because our technology is going in that way. Okay, so now we talked a lot about rockets. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the telescopes that is going to come up in the future. Okay, so can you guys name some very famous telescopes? Space telescopes. Okay, I'm talking about space telescopes. Can you guys name some very famous space telescopes? JWST, yeah, James Webb Space Telescope. Any other? James Webb Space Telescope, yes. Anything else? Kepler Space Telescope, yes, good. Kepler, JWST, that's it. Huh? Hubble, yeah. You can't skip Hubble when it comes to space telescopes, right? So see here, guys, Hubble, it's been there in space for years, for like many years. But thing here is that recently, 4 years back, we launched one space telescope, right? And we gave a title to that telescope as the successor for Hubble. That's a JWST, right? We say that JWST is going to be the successor for Hubble. Now, the thing here is that the real successor of Hubble, you can say, technically, if you see, I will say that the real successor of Hubble is not JWST, but it is going to be this telescope, the Roman Space Telescope. It is not launched. It will be launched in 2027. Okay, the thing here is that, guys, if you see, the Hubble, fine, it takes a lot of good images, fine. The great thing here is that this telescope, the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, it can give you images. Okay, say for example, you have the telescope here. Okay, imagine this is a telescope. In one single view, the telescope which I showed you right now, the Roman Space Telescope, in one single image, in one single frame, it can get the details of 100 images or more than 100 images of Hubble. So it is having that much wider field of view. Okay, so it will get 100 times more area than Hubble. Now think about the pictures that we will get from that telescope. We know how beautiful the images are from Hubble, right? Now think about the image. You're getting 100 times more detailed image from this particular telescope. So every astronomer, every space enthusiast is actually waiting for this launch, including me. I've been waiting for so long, okay? Because I want this thing to be in space, okay? Because this is next level. Okay, it's very crazy because it's having 100 times high greater field of view compared to the Hubble itself. Okay, so this is the real successor of Hubble. So this is named after Nancy Grace. Okay, so she's the first chief of astronomy for NASA. Okay, so when NASA started back in the times, they had a dream of building a very large space telescope. Okay, and Nancy Grace, she was in charge for that mission. Okay, so what happened was that she pushed continuously. She actually helped them so much. She contributed so much, and that plan of building the large space telescope later turned to the Hubble. Okay, so it all started from her, and she is actually known as the mother of Hubble, if you see. So I hope that's a new information to you. So this lady over here, the Nancy Grace Roman, she's called as the mother of Hubble. So now we are sending a successor for Hubble. So we named it after the mother of Hubble itself. That is how the name came. Got it, guys? This is the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope. Got it? Now the cool thing here is that it's not just going to take pictures. It is also going to study about dark energy. Have you guys heard of dark energy? Have you ever heard of dark energy? Yes, I know you would have heard. Yes, no? Rance is saying no. So you guys know the universe is expanding fastly, rapidly, right? The space is basically expanding, right? Now, scientists discovered that there's an energy, there's a force that is driving this expansion, that is causing this expansion. That is recent, that is responsible for this expansion. That energy, we don't have any proof for it, we don't know completely about it. So it's mysterious for us. Okay, we don't know very much about it, we don't know anything about it. So we call it as dark energy because it is mysterious, dark energy. Okay, this thing, this telescope, it not only take pictures, it is also going to learn about the dark energy. So this telescope can also tell us why our universe is expanding or what is going to happen to us in the future, right? So this can help you out. Okay, so for that, what it does, it is going to make, I told you now, it is having a very wide field of view. So it is going to create a map of the universe. It will focus in one direction. It will get an image of this direction. Then it will switch itself. It will get an image from this side, this side. So like that, it is going to create a 3D map of the whole universe. That's the task for this particular telescope, the Nancy Grace Roman. Shall we go ahead? Shall we go to the next one? Shall we go to the next one? Give me a reply, guys, in the chat box, everyone. Yes. All right. All right. So now let's go ahead. So telescopes is done. So you also just wait for it. Okay. So 2 years down the line, you'll hear the news about the launch of this one. So wait for it. When you're hearing the news, just remember me. Okay, that's it. All right. So we'll go ahead. Now, okay, fine. Telescopes are exploring the world, but it's far away from it, right? It's not going to that place and exploring. It is sitting here and it is observing it from a distance. But I want to go to that place and explore it. I want to go to there and explore it in detail. What can I do if I want to go to that particular place? Or if I want to learn about that place in detail? What should I do? Is there anything that I can do? Is there anyone that can help me? Telescope, apart from telescope, anything else? Yes. What happened to you guys? Lander and rover, yes, Rayansh is back. Rayansh is back with energy. What about others? Throw out your answers here, guys. Just give me some answers. Yes. Rayansh is saying that it is lander and rover. What about others? Yes, lander and rover is actually correct. So if you guys see here, telescopes, okay. So see here, I can use robots. Correct. I'm not going to send humans for now. We'll send the humans. At the end, I'll send humans. Don't worry about it. For now, we are going to send robots. By robots, I mean rovers. Just like I showed you, I mean rovers. I mean landers. I mean satellites. There are a lot of options. So let's see the options that are available for us. So number one, landers. Yes, you can send a lander. That lander can land on that particular place and it can do the experiments. Okay. Any other options? Put your answers in the chat box. Rovers, yes, your answers are correct. Anything else? Apart from landers and rovers, do you guys know any other robots that can go and explore space? Apart from landers and rovers? Satellites, yes, satellites, yes. Satellites can be one thing, yes. So you can have some satellites like this. The satellites will be having sensors, it will be having cameras, so it'll be pointing to that particular place and it can help you out. But what if I want to land there and do some experiments more? I can send some spacecraft, yes. By spacecraft, it can be manned missions, like including humans. It can be autonomous missions without any human beings. Also, I can send some probes, like your Voyager. Okay, now we are going to see the landers and rovers of the future. You're not going to talk about the landers and rovers of the past. I'm going to show you the future landers and rovers. Are you guys ready? Shall I reveal it? Shall I reveal it here? The landers and rovers of the future? Yes. Yes. So see here, the first one is called the Blue Ghost 1. The thing is that this have been launched 10 years, no, 10 days. Yeah, about 10 days back. So on January 15th, this one was launched. The great thing about this one, can you guys guess who built this one? Can you guys please guess who would have built this one? Yes. Who would have built this one? This particular lander. Which company would have built this one? NASA. Okay. Okay. NASA. Okay, NASA. Then ESA. Ryan, she's saying ESA. It's not NASA, it's not ESA, it is not JAXA, it is not the Russian Roscosmos, it is not even ISRO. So all those options are gone. Not SpaceX, Devang, it's not SpaceX. Yes, it's not SpaceX. Canada, it's not Canada. It's not Canada. It's not Canada. Any other answers? UAE, it's not UAE. No. China, it's not China. It's not Russia. No. Okay, wait. Here comes the catch. This is not built by a government agency. By government agency, I mean like ISRO, NASA, JAXA, not Blue Origin, Devang. This is actually built by a private company called the Firefly Aerospace. Okay, so they're a private company based in USA. Okay, what happened is that they built a lander and they launched it using SpaceX rocket. So that's the collaboration that is existing right now. Private companies, they're not fighting against each other. They're collaborating. That is one thing you should also learn when you guys are growing up as a space enthusiast. We should collaborate. By SpaceX, I don't mean like they're my enemies. They are my good friends. We're all working together. So I always love to say this to my students. So we are all divided by our nations, right? But when it comes to space, we are all united. You would have heard it, right? Recently, ISRO launched the satellites of 2 satellites by European Space Agency, the Proba 3 mission, right? That's a collaboration that is existing right now. At the beginning, what happened? Private companies, it's called Firefly Aerospace. You can research about them. They're actually doing a lot of good things. They're building a rocket there called Alpha. Really great things they're doing. Okay. So recently, like very many years back, when the Cold War was happening, we were having that kind of rivalry, right? Two countries, they were having that rivalry between each other. Right now, rivalry is gone. Now we are collaborating. Okay. So yesterday, okay, I got that picture. Yesterday, so this lander, what it is doing is, it is orbiting the Earth right now. It didn't reach moon, just like ISRO did. It is also orbiting the Earth. It is using the gravitational slingshot method, if you guys know it, right? It will orbit the Earth, use the Earth's gravity to increase the orbit, then it will go to moon and will descend. Same method is also adopted by them. So it needs about 45 days to reach the moon. Okay, so it will, what it did is that yesterday, this lander pointed its camera towards Earth. and it took a very beautiful image, guys. Yeah, same like Chandrayaan 3. It took a very beautiful image of the Earth, our planet. And they gave the title like this: Blue Ghost meets Blue Marble. Blue Ghost is the lander. Can you guys guess what is blue marble? What they're mentioning as blue marble? Earth, exactly. So they took this very beautiful image of the Earth. So you can show this picture to the people who believe that Earth is flat. Correct. There are people who still believe Earth is flat. Just ask them to go and look at this picture. This is taken by from a lander. This lander turned its camera towards Earth and it clicked this picture. And I really love this title. Blue Ghost meet blue marble. Really great, right? So this is a lander. So it will reach in the next month. So it is going to do some experiments there. It is having some like 10 or 12 experiments on the inside. Experiment, not payloads. Okay. So it is having about 10 payloads. It is going to do some experiments there on the moon. And it is going to send the data back to us. And it is going to operate there on the moon for about 14 Earth days. For 14 Earth days, it is going to be operating over there. And 14 Earth day equals to how many moon days? How many lunar days? How many lunar days? One. Correct, right? So it is one lunar day, right? So it is going to operate for one lunar day. And it is equal to 14 Earth days here. And one more thing, before going to the next slide, it is also going to take the picture of the sunset on the moon. Okay, when the sun is going to set, it is going to click the picture of the sunset and it will be sending us. So you can also see the image. Now comes the very innovative, very creative, very intelligent rover, the ExoMars rover, named after Rosalind Franklin. Have you guys ever heard of Rosalind Franklin? Rosalind Franklin? In your biology classes, you would have heard of it, right? Yes. No? Okay. So Rosalind Franklin is the person whose research actually helped us to learn about or got a better idea about our DNA structure. The structure of your DNA. That study was done by Rosalind Franklin. Okay. So to respect her, we actually gave this name, the Rosalind Franklin rover. Okay, so I'm going to show you the rover right now. So this is how it actually looks. Okay, so right now they're actually building the prototypes of this rover. They're building some prototypes. So by prototype, I mean some models. It is not the final model. They have the plan, they're building it, they're testing it, they'll build the next one, they test it. Okay, so they'll simulate the Mars environment also. There are videos on YouTube, you guys can also watch it. So what happens is that they're actually simulating the Mars surface. They're building surface that is similar to Mars on a lab, on a room. They'll put the rover there, then they'll test the components, whether it is working properly or not and everything. Okay, the good thing about this rover is that I'll show you certain parts of the rover which is very important. So number one is this camera. It's not a simple camera, it's a panoramic camera. In the smartphones, you would have seen the panorama view, right? What is that panorama view? You'll get a wide view in one click, right? So this one is going to get the wide view of the Mars. Why? Because this will actually help us to know the areas of Mars. Okay, and most importantly, it is going to land in one particular place, which is believed to be a lake before. So we are going to land at a particular place, and that particular place, there was a lake before. That lake, the lake existed before. On that site, we are going to land it. Okay, and moreover, I'll tell you one very interesting thing. This thing actually blew my mind away when I heard about this. Okay, so here you can see the wheels of the ExoMars rover, right? I just zoomed in. So this is the wheels of the rover. Now, they made it in such a way that it is having the properties of rubber. Okay, you know rubber, right? So if the rubber is moving through these hard rocks of Mars, it will be flexible. So it will be easy for your rover to climb. But the thing here is that it is not made up of rubber. They can't use rubber. And the reason is so much interesting, guys. They didn't use rubber. They didn't use rubber to make this one. Can you guys guess why they didn't use rubber to make the wheels for the ExoMars rover? Can you guys guess? why they did use rubber to create this? Yes. Yes, I got the first answer. Not strong, it can break, okay. It cut easily with rocks, okay. Yes, rubber can erode, okay. But the answer is not about the strength, guys. It is about something really interesting. So rubber is an organic compound. Rubber is made up of carbon compounds. And carbon, the thing here is that the carbon, like if you see human beings also, we are all carbon based. Okay, before that, I'll tell you one more thing. The main objective of this rover is to dig the Mars. So it is having a drill. It will drill the Mars. The main objective of the rover is to find the signs of past life. It is going to search for alien life, whether it's a bacteria or a virus or a microorganism, whatever it is. The main objective is to detect the presence of life on Mars. So it's a dedicated rover. This is the first of the kind. A rover that is completely dedicated to detect the traces of life. Okay, what happens is that life forms can be maybe carbon based. Okay, it can also contain carbons. So here you have a lot of sensors and all these things. This is made to detect carbon or carbon based compounds or carbon based molecules. Now, your wheel, if you're making it with rubber, you are basically contaminating it, right? You're contaminating the life form. So your sensors won't be able to detect from where that carbon came. Is it from the wheels or is it from the land? So to protect it, we are not advised to use rubbers over there. So they have came up with the other metals to build the wheel, but it is so much flexible. That's a cool thing. So here it is going to get launched in 2028. Okay, so it is actually Europe's first ever rover. They are attempting this for the first time, landing on the Mars for the first time. So this is a first ever land mission. So it's basically like a mini laboratory on the wheels. It is equipped with all the information, all the sensors, all the experiments. So it's like a mini lab moving on the wheels. It is that advanced. Okay. So now let's go ahead. Let's see something really cool. Actually, this is really interesting, really funny, by the way. So when I'm saying lander, this will be the pictures that come to your mind, right? Can you imagine a lander that can fly from one place to another? Like it will go up, it will fly, you'll go to different place, come down, again it will climb to a great height, it will fly, it will come down. Can I build a lander like that? Is it possible? Huh? Wow. It's wow. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I'll show you one lander. It looks really cool. One of the coolest maybe. So it's called a Dragonfly. This is NASA's Dragonfly lander. It's not a normal lander, it's a rotorcraft lander. So it's a lander with wings, or it's a lander that can fly. Okay, so the cool thing here is that it have this, yes, Vihan, you have seen this, right? Yeah, this is very famous. Okay, so this lander is equipped with rotors. You can see the rotors, just like a drone. And it have nearly 8 rotors. They'll come in pairs. Okay, so these rotors are used to take this lander from one place to another. So this is one of the first type lander. Futuristic idea. Yes, it's really futuristic. Okay, so it's going to fly into the different parts of that particular celestial body. Now, a quick task for everyone. Can you guys guess the name of the celestial body by looking into the background? Can you guys guess it? Mars? It's not Mars, by the way, it's Titan. There's a moon of Saturn called Titan. Yes, it is one of the biggest, largest moon of Saturn. So this is going to be launched to Titan. Titan have a very thick atmosphere, so your rotors can create that lift force. So it is best to launch it on Titan. So it works better on Titan than on Mars, by the way, because Titan have a very good atmosphere. And Titan have something called methane. Titan have a lot of carbon elements or carbon compounds. And Titan's atmosphere basically resembles the early Earth. So this one is actually sent to study how the Earth would have formed or how the Earth would have been at the beginning. So indirectly, you are going to Titan. Yeah, they have sent a probe to Titan, the Cassini-Huygens, the Huygens probe. The Huygens probe landed on the Titan, right? So this is indirectly to study how the Earth was formed, but in a different celestial body. Okay, now I want to travel through the space and explore different celestial body. Okay, here comes the use of spacecraft. I'm going to show you one mission. Yes, here it is. This is India. Oh, we have made a model of it. Good, 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 good. So this is India's future mission to Venus. Just like how you have the Mangalyaan, the Mars orbiter mission. This is the Venus orbiter mission. It have a very interesting name also. Informally, it is called the Shukrayaan. Okay, so this one again it is sent to study about the atmosphere of Venus. It is going to be an orbiter. It's not going to land there because it is very dangerous. No, it is very toxic and it is very toxic. Okay, because if you go back in time, right from the Venera missions, because Russia sent a lot of missions to Venus. These are called the Venera missions. Okay, from that time itself, we understood that Venus atmosphere is very, very toxic. It has a lot of toxic gases, greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, etc. So this mission is aimed to study about the atmosphere of Venus. So again, India's first mission to Venus, the Venus orbiter mission, it is going to happen soon. Okay, in 2028. Now, can spacecraft help us to get resources outside the Earth? Can they help us to get some resources? By resources, I mean minerals like gold, platinum, iron, etc., etc. Yes, yes. What about mining the asteroids? What about going to the asteroids, getting the resources from there, returning it back to Earth? This is also going to happen in the future. So the concept of asteroid mining is becoming very much, the discussions are happening everywhere. Companies are stepping up. Okay, so because on asteroids, whatever you call rare here, whatever you say it is rare on here, rare on the Earth, these things are found abundantly over here on the asteroids. Okay, so we are planning to get the resources either back to Earth, or you can make the asteroid as an intermediate fuel station. Because asteroids even have water, guys, but in the form of ice. You know water is H2O. Okay, so it have hydrogen and oxygen. Now, you can use the hydrogen and oxygen, right? You can extract the hydrogen and oxygen. Say, for example, you are sending some rocket from here to Jupiter or somewhere. It can go to an asteroid. It can refuel itself. It can continue its journey. Right? It can act like an intermediate bunk, petrol station. You have the petrol stations, right? Where you will refuel your car. This can be like your intermediate fuel stations, where you're refueling your rockets. That is one possibility. And also you can send the resources back to Earth that we can use. Okay, so this is called asteroid mining. It can also be a possibility in the future. So you can extract minerals. So imagine, guys, there are a lot of asteroids near the Earth. So just imagine in the future, you are hearing, we are returning samples from the asteroid. We are returning gold from the asteroid. Actually, it have happened in the future. Sorry, it have happened in the past, if you guys see. There was a mission called OSIRIS-REx. If you guys see, that mission went to an asteroid called Bennu. It got the samples back. It returned back to the Earth. It happened last year, 2023 it happened. That much levels we are going toward, like we are like going in a very good way. Okay, yeah, you heard of it? Fuel station on the moon. Yes, that's also possible. Okay, so we are heading towards that. Now, spacecraft have done a lot of things. Spacecraft are doing the work for human beings. What about humans doing the work for themselves? Or how will human beings are going back to the places they have visited before? Say, for example, the moon. How they're going back to moon? Is there any mission that is going to happen? Artemis, right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Just like your Apollo mission, the next human space flight mission to the moon is going to happen. It is called the Artemis program, the Artemis mission by NASA. So this is the mission that is going to take humanity back to the moon. Okay, so they have even built a rocket for it. The SLS, Space Launch System, it is so big, so massive one. They have built the capsule for it, the Orion capsule. So here you have the crew module, the service module. Okay, in the crew module, you have the crew, the people will be sitting. The service module will be providing the resources for them. The food, the resources, other resources, the propulsion. Okay, the avionics, the electronics, everything will be here. The support system will be here. This is where your crew will be. That mission is called Artemis. If you guys see, okay, I'll show you the, oxygen. Yes, correct. Yeah. If you guys see, you have the Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins, all these people went to the moon, right? They are the crew for that mission. The Artemis 2 crew is actually revealed. Okay, so the Artemis crew is here. You can see here, these are the people that are going back to the moon. Here also there is something that is really cool, really great, because this time we are sending the first woman to the moon. So she is called Christina Koch. She's becoming the first ever woman to land on the moon. Great. Okay, because earlier we never had a woman to the moon, so she's becoming the first ever woman to the moon. Great, right? Now that's about NASA. What about ISRO? What about our steps in human space flight? Date, it is going to happen 2 years from now, Ryan. Because Artemis 1 is done. Maybe next year Artemis 2 will be happening, but they won't send humans right now. They will say take some time. Okay, so it will happen soon. Don't worry about it. Okay, it will happen very soon. Yes, Gaganyaan, Gaganyaan. India is also taking its steps towards human space flight program. The Gaganyaan mission is going to happen. Correct. They even build the rocket for it. We are building the rocket for it. Because, say for example, India have two of the most reliable rockets, the GSLV and the PSLV. But do you think the astronauts can fit inside this fairing? Will they fit here? No, right? So if they want to send astronauts to space, they have to prove, they have to get the license. So they have to prove their rocket is capable of carrying humans. So what ISRO did, they just modified the GSLV and they made it into a human rated version. Okay, so you can see here the top part is actually modified. Here you have the something called the crew escape system. Okay, so crew escape. So your crew, your people will be sitting here, your astronauts will be sitting here. If something happens during the launch or after some time after the launch, they can basically escape it. They can basically abort it. They can jump from the remaining part of the rocket. They can escape. So it's for the crew to escape. You can't escape from this rocket, correct? If the crew is there, they are done. So for the human missions, we'll actually use the human rated launch vehicle. So this is the capsule which we are going to send. Here your crew will be living. They'll be doing the experiments here. So they are going to stay in the orbit for 3 days, maybe 3 to 7 days. ISRO is saying that they'll be in orbit for 3 days. Okay, so 3 days, astronauts will be over there in an orbit, like 400 kilometer above the Earth's surface. And this is the crew. This is the people who are going to the space from India. So our Prime Minister elected the people, he revealed the people. So they are all from the defense, Air Force. They're all already, they know the experience. They already have the experience of facing tough challenges or difficult situations. Now their training is happening. Okay, their training is going on. Once their training is done, they'll be going to space. So they'll become the first Indians to go to space in an Indian rocket. Because you have Rakesh Sharma, he's the first Indian to go to space, but that was using a Soyuz rocket, Russian rocket. But imagine this is completely built in India. Rocket is built in India. The people are also from India. Everything is in India. This is the historic mission, guys. This is the history. Okay. Now, the next big discovery can be from your side. Can be from your side. Whoever is listening to this class, even after the session, even if the light comes on YouTube, whoever is watching it, my message to you is, you can come up with the next idea. You can be the next person who brings about innovations in rockets, in satellites, or maybe you can mine asteroids in the future. Okay, so I wish all the best for you guys. Okay, so keep learning about space, keep loving space, be a space enthusiast, because space is going to create a lot of opportunities in the upcoming future. It is not going to be like this. The graph is going to rise. Right now, if you guys see, we're going in a steady phase, but 2027, 2028, you would have seen here how many missions are going to come up. That is going to happen right now. 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, things are going to change. So the world needs you people. The world needs skillful people like you. Okay, so you have to learn more, you have to innovate more. Okay, so all the best for that. Before that, I'll just introduce ourselves, like who we are, what we do here. So basically, we are Navars EduTech. Okay, I'm from Navars EduTech. I'm an astronomy and space science educator here. My name is Divin. Okay, so we are a team of space enthusiasts who actually provide space education to students in an experiential way. Students will learn about space not through theories, but they learn about space by building things. If they're learning about satellite, they'll be building satellites. If they're learning about rockets, they're building rockets. Correct. So that's the way through which we are teaching the students. Okay, I'll just show you 1 minute. I'll just show you some information about us, and I'll wind up the session. Okay. So you guys, if you want, you can go to the website Nawars EduTech. Okay. So I'll share my screen. I'll show you some details, some programs of us. Okay. So come here. We are actually building the future space scientists. We have a lot of space labs across India. Okay, like more than 100 space labs in different schools. We're educating more than like 50,000, 60,000 students across India about space science, about astronomy, about rocket propulsion, about aerospace. Okay, if you guys come over here, this is our website. So we have two types of programs, online programs and offline programs. Okay, so online programs basically means you'll be attending sessions through Zoom. Offline programs, summer camps are there, space labs are there. Okay, so we set up astronomy and space labs in schools. If you guys want to see pictures, you can come to the website. There are a lot of pictures of our labs. So these are the things that are present inside our labs. You have rockets, you have satellites, you have like sundials, you have rovers. So these things are for the students to learn. They're not just learning theories, they're experiencing the learning. They are experiencing all these things. Hands-on experience will be provided to them. Okay, so you will be equipped with all the skills that are needed to be a successful aerospace engineer or a successful astronomer or a successful space scientist. Okay, so we cover areas like astronomy, space science, aerospace, robotics, coding. Lot of things are there, even a lot more. Okay, I can just show you glimpses of our DA vehicles. You can see here. What are the DA vehicles present here? These are all the things for the students. They'll be learning through here. Okay. So Vihan, you got this from your school? Yes. If you don't have your school, if you don't have any space lab in your school, you can contact our team. Okay, because you can see here, there are a lot of courses. Based on your grade, what grade you are studying. If you're in grade 6, you have certain courses. If you're in grade 7, you have certain courses. Based on your level, we have courses. The courses, the cool thing about the courses, it's not theories. It is full of hands-on learning. It's theory plus hands-on learning. So you'll be building projects and you'll be learning. So we aim to create a lot of space scientists in the future. So our goal is also to empower the next generation of space scientists. So we are trying our best to nourish the next generation of space scientists. So if you guys want, I'll share this link here. You can come to our website. You can visit here. So it will be very much beneficial for you. So it's like this. Yes, I put it in the chat box. You guys can copy this one and you guys can go to the website. If you are interested in the course, you can join. Our educators are there. They'll mentor you. They'll train you. They'll help you to do researches. So it's going to be fun. Okay, so I hope this session was very, very innovative, very, very good. So I hope you guys got an idea about the future. So for the last 1 year, sorry, last 1 hour, we did a small time travel. We went to the future. We explored all the technologies that are going to happen. And it was cool. It was mind-blowing. Correct. So let's wait for this future. Let's hope all these things to come true so that then only humans can advance as a civilization. So let's look forward for that. Thank you guys for joining this session. How was the session for you? Can you just put your answer to the chat box so that I'll also get a answer, so I'll also get an idea. Yes, it was amazing, best. Okay, thank you so much, Arihan. Thank you so much, Rayan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for taking 1 hour from your day to come here to join for this session. Okay, so I hope it was nice. I hope I just gave you a little bit of knowledge. I hope you guys got an idea. That is enough. You guys can learn a lot of things from internet. So all the best for your future. We'll meet somewhere. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can come to the website. You can contact our team. They'll help you out. So it's me, Divin, signing off. Bye bye, guys. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Bye, bhaiya.